not 5 days, 2 weeks have been a lot for your studies and you have not done anything yet. I have told you to do, but I am worried how many of you really did and how many of you really didn't. Okay, so whatsoever, we are back today with physical and chemical changes. Students, actually, when you don't do the thing which we do first, the first chapter was matter. So if you don't know what is matter and what is molecules and what is atoms, you can't know changes, because changes are both physical and chemical. It's not a mere thing that is happening in your daily life. Science is what about the reason, what is happening in your daily life, what is the reason behind it. You want to know about that, right, when you are reading science. So let's start. I am worried how many of you did and how many of you didn't. If you didn't, just watch once more matter video and let's start. One thing to inform you, you will have classes from this week, and then that week or this week whole classes to be conducted. That week also whole classes will be conducted. That again after that week you will get a holiday. I'll write down in the description box, okay? I can't make you understand over here. Okay, so what is physical and chemical changes? Changes this is occurring in our day-to-day life. It's occurring in our daily life. What's this? We have to know, right? What's this change? I was a baby, now I have grown up. That's a change, right? Okay, so let's see the types of changes. I know you'll know what are the types of changes because I've learnt it in class 6 and 7th. Okay, so now terms to know. Okay, now what are the reversible changes? Changes that we can get back the original substance by reversing the action. Now, there are certain changes that we can get back the original substances by reversing the action. Suppose I am heating ice and then it forms water, which is liquid. And now we are heating it over, okay? We are heating it. Now suddenly what did we do? Now after it converted into water, we have suddenly again we thought, no, I'll not keep it as water form. I'll change it to ice. Okay? Then what will I do then? What will I do? Then I will reverse the condition. Means what? I'll cool it down. And then I'll get the ice which I required. Okay? So that time we heated and this time we are cooling. That's the difference. Okay? Okay, so let's take the red color. Okay. Now what are irreversible changes? Changes that we cannot get back by reversing the action. Suppose I tell you now, like suppose let me tell you one example. You just see the example is right or wrong. Okay, suppose I burn up a paper. I burn up your exam papers. Okay, I burn up your question papers. Will I now what is being formed over here now? Paper which is being burned up, okay, is forming ash. Okay, forming ash. Now if I cool this ash, can I get back paper? What do you think? Okay, if I cool down this ash, will I get back paper? Obviously no. Okay, try doing this. Cool down the ash and then try getting back the original paper. You won't. That's a irreversible change. Next, periodic change. Changes that occur after regular interval of time. So, you see, one example I am giving you. The rising and the setting of sun. Rising and setting of sun. It rises also in the same time, sets down also. It rises in the morning, sets down in the evening. Every day the same thing is happening. So this is periodic change. Next, non-periodic change. Sickness. Suppose you are feeling sick today. Again will you feel sick after 1 month? No, obviously not. Okay, maybe you will feel sick after 1 month, but after that one will you again be You can't be, no? At least 1 day or 2 days after you will be, you can't be sick all the time, right? Next, desirable changes that are beneficial to us. Now, some changes in nature are very, very beneficial to us. Like ripening of fruits, okay? If fruit does not ripe, then what will you eat? You will eat, what will you eat? You will eat that hard covering. So this is also change, no? Fruits ripen, and that's desirable change. And some changes are not beneficial to us. These are non-desirable changes. Rotting of fruits. Now this gets ripen, and then gets rotted. Okay? That's undesirable because you cannot eat that rotten food. It contains fungi, microorganisms, bacteria. You can't eat that, right? Next, slow change. Changes that takes place over a period of time. Now, changes that are slow, like growth of me or growth of you. You yourself were born 12 years ago and now you're this much. But 12 years ago, see, it took 12 years for you to be this much. What you are today. Okay, so this is a slow change, right? It didn't take place in 1 day. Okay, next, your growth, the growth of your height. It does not take place in 1 day, right? Fast changes that occur very quickly. So some changes are there which occur very, very quickly. Like, what will I give you? The example. You may take the example of like busting of balloons. Okay, it's not a slow change, right? As soon as you poke a pin over there, it bursts. Okay, so it's not very slow, right? Natural changes that occur naturally on their own. Now, without any human effort. Now, see, nature has designed something on its own also, so there have to be natural changes. Now, human does not interfere over there. Okay, they occur naturally. Those are natural changes. Now, another thing is man-made changes. Okay, changes that occur due to physical effort, like human effort or activity. Humans are involving over there. Those are man-made changes. Like growth of plants, when done truthfully, it's a natural change, and when it's done by adding fertilizer, pesticides and all these things, not pesticides, fertilizers, okay, then it's a man-made change. Okay, physical changes, these two are very, very important. Physical change and another one is chemical change. You will come across them. Changes in which only the physical properties of a substance can change without any change in its composition. Okay, so whatever is happening inside part is not changing. Okay, the composition is not changing. The outside looks are changing, but inside particles, the components by which it's made are not changing. Okay, just the looks are changing. Now, some of them are given over here. Dissolving, a process in which solid, liquids or gas mix uniformly into other substance to form a solution. The solid, liquid and gas mix uniformly with other substance to form a solution. Okay, they are always homogeneous in nature. Evaporation, a process by which the substance changes from the solid liquid state to the gaseous state below the boiling point. It's a very slow change, only takes place from the surface, no agitation, nothing. Okay, and it takes place below the boiling point. Next, boiling, a process by which the substance changes from liquid to gaseous state when heated to the boiling points. Now, boiling will only occur when it's heated to the boiling point or above than that. It will not occur below the boiling point. Okay, it's the main difference actually. Now, freezing, a process by which the substance changes from the liquid state to the solid state on cooling. Okay, I'll always draw another table. I have just done it 4 times. I'll draw another one also. Okay, melting, the process by which the substance changes from the solid state to the liquid state on heating. Okay. Now condensation, a process by which the substance changes from the gaseous state to the liquid state on cooling. Okay. Sublimation, the process by which the substance directly changes from the solid state to the liquid state without forming the liquid state, without passing through the liquid state. Now chemical change, changes in which two substances react chemically to form new substances with different properties because their whole composition is changed and there is a new composition formed over there. Okay, that's known as chemical change. Okay, the substance within that are reacting and they form a new substance. Okay, now some examples are given. First of all is burning, a process by which a substance combines with oxygen to form new substance with heat and light. Heat is given through fire, and in nature there is a lot of oxygen and it reacts with oxygen to form dash oxide, etc. Okay, rusting, the process by which iron objects when left exposed to moist air develop a brown flaky layer of hydrated iron oxide on their surface. Now this is the definition of rust, the part which I have marked in red color. A brown flaky layer of hydrated iron oxide on their surface. This is the definition of rust. Rusting, the whole definition. Okay. Now fermentation, the process by which substances is broken down into by the action of microorganisms which release heat and carbon dioxide. Okay. Now microorganisms are always there in food. They find sugars to be eaten to make energy in their body. So they are obviously present in cakes. Okay. And sugar is put over there for them to eat. And then microorganisms, yeast powder, yeast through yeast. Usually fermentation occurs through yeast. Okay. Yeast is also added over there. Yeast powder is also added so that the cake bulges through the action of microorganism. Okay. And there is a heating texture of the texture of the cake is very bulgy. You will see over there, and it releases heat and carbon dioxide. I'll write the equation of rusting and draw the table over there. Changes that occur around us can be classified as reversible, irreversible, periodic, non-periodic, desirable, undesirable, physical, chemical, slow, fast, natural and man-made. Okay, differences come. Okay. Now processes like dissolving, melting, freezing, boiling, evaporation, sublimation are physical changes. As no new substances are formed, number one, we can get, it's very hazy. Okay, now these are the examples. These are physical changes. Okay, number one, no new substance is formed. Number two, we can get back the original substance by reversing the action. Now these are the examples. Burning, rusting, digestion, cooking and fermentation are chemical changes. You will think about all this. Okay, think and write down in the comment section that am I telling right? Are these examples really right? Think about them. Okay, because I need to know about your views also. Maybe I am wrong. Okay, new substances are formed during this process and they are irreversible in nature. Try to match them with these 2 points. Okay, all this process, this also. Okay, most of the changes involve either absorption or release of energy in the form of heat. Change requires energy. Most of the changes. Now changes in which energy is absorbed, including melting of ice, boiling of water, etc. Okay. So changes in which energy is absorbed, they have not given the whole term, but I am telling you, it's the endothermic change. Okay. It's the endothermic change. Think about this example also. Am I right? Do they really absorb energy or heat? Okay. Now combustion of fuel, freezing of water, digestion of food, etc. are the energy in which the energy is released. They are not giving the term. I am giving you exothermic. Okay. Exothermic. Think about them also. Now periodic change and non-periodic change, all the examples are given over here. Rising of sun, precipitation. Okay, precipitation is also periodic change, but if you take from day to day life, it's periodic. Okay. Reversible and irreversible. See? Now see, you're blowing air into the balloon, that's okay. And then if you suck all the air out also, then also what will you see? It's reversible, right? And the balloon will shrink. Baking of chapati, you bake the chapati and then you told, okay, then I'll again get the dough from this baked chapati only. Can it ever happen? No. That's why it's irreversible. Natural and man-made change. Okay, North Pole and South Pole, rotation of the earth, their natural change. Cooking of food, man-made change, you can understand. Chemical change, yeah, burning of food, rusting of iron object. Burning of food, wood is a chemical change. If wood burns, then you will get ash. Can you get back the wood from the ash? Try doing. Okay. Next, rusting of iron objects. Okay. You will scrap off the rust and then you will tell me, yeah, miss, you told that we cannot get back, but we are getting the iron substances. But you're losing that part of the iron which is rusted. You're losing that part of the iron which is rusted. You're getting the new layer. Okay, new layer of iron which is already there, which hasn't rust. Okay, we'll see getting thinner and thinner. The iron pillar getting thinner. Not the iron pillar that is in the Allahabad. Okay, I'm saying in the normal iron pillar. Okay, getting thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. Okay, as centuries go by. Okay. Not the iron pillar that's in Allahabad. That's a different thing. So rust equation. Okay, understood, right? Copy this if you want. Pause the video. Day and night, physical change. Does it stay? But this is not a very good example, my dear. Because no changes is being occurring. It's a periodic change. It's a periodic change, okay? It's not a physical change. Melting of ice. Take into consideration melting of ice, okay? That's it, my dear. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Okay? Tests are coming soon. I'll release the video of how I will take your test. That's it. Thank you so much. Goodbye.